Hello and welcome to Worthy Wednesday, you guys. I am your girl, Valley Ann. And as you know, this is our awesome platform to get together on Wednesdays to get your little dose of self-worth, that little boost, that little reminder to know that self-worth is your birthright. And sometimes we just need a reminder. So a lot of times, if you don't follow my podcast, The Worthiness Project, you will want to do that because I really like to piggyback on topics I have covered in my podcast episodes, whether they're with a guest or they're not. And I go into more detail on my podcast platform. And my goal on Worthy Wednesdays is to give you a shorter video that you can watch with your earbuds in or on a break to just give your brain a break and to give yourself that little boost, that little reminder that we need as we are on our self-worth journey. Okay, so without more detail and without further ado, if you will, if you want to see other services that I have to offer, programs, coaching, just to connect with me, go to my website, valleyann.com, and all my links are in the description below. And this week we are going to discuss the power of shoulding all over. Okay. And if you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I have a whole IGTV video on this, but I really wanted to talk about this again because this is something I feel everyone, but especially women, do this all the time. I should have done this. I should be doing this. I found myself saying this the other day where I needed a day. One of my favorite shows on Netflix just had a new season premiere. And I found myself, instead of just giving myself permission to start the new series and to veg out a little because I had a really busy week, I found myself explaining to either myself or to somebody else when they were like, "What are you doing?" "Well, I had a busy week, so I am going to unwind and watch my new series." Okay. And with that being said, that once again is me feeling like I have to prove to myself, to other people, that I deserve or have to earn time to relax, time to turn my brain off, time to just do something that I enjoy once in a while. So I want everyone to give themselves permission that when we find ourselves saying, "I should have done this today, I should have done that yesterday," there is a level of we want to have a schedule and we want to do priorities, right? When you are motivated and you have a goal, you have to do things, right, in order for that goal to work and to come to fruition. But that also comes along with being in alignment and giving yourself different language, talking different to yourself, thinking different, and really realizing that you aren't just your work. You aren't just your habits. You aren't just your family. You aren't just this. You are everything. Okay. And every day we have choices, and every day we want to ultimately make sure we're giving ourselves time that we need. And we want to do that guilt-free. Okay. Now, I'm not saying sit and watch TV for 10 hours every single day. But what I am saying is acknowledging what you need and phrasing it differently, and stop shoulding all over yourself, and to really embrace the things we do throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. If you were to look back 30 days from this point of whenever you're watching this, I am sure there are a lot of things you have done. And I'm sure there's also a lot of things you wanted to do. And I'm sure, rightfully so, those things maybe just didn't get done. Or you now have re-evaluated your priorities and made them more of a priority. The point is, there is no good use of sitting around and thinking to yourself all the things you should have done. You want to be aware of it. You want to celebrate what you have done, because I firmly believe that if you just grow, whatever it is you want to grow in, a little bit each day, 1% each day, that is 365% in a whole year that you have grown. That's amazing. Sometimes we want to do this sprint when really everything we do in life is a marathon. We are growing every day. We are changing sometimes how we feel. We're changing what our priorities are, and that's okay. All of this, I should do this, I should do that, that comes from allowing others, outside circumstances, to make us feel like we have to validate the actions we're doing, when reality is we need to just embrace where we're at and be okay with what it is we want to do, even if it's different than everyone in your family, everyone in your circle of friends, because they are not you. They're not walking in your shoes. They're not paying your bills. They're not living your life. And that's really hard to learn. So I want to give you permission today to, when someone is chatting with you and you are explaining what you have done today, going through what you want to do for the week, or you just find yourself like, man, I need to have, a spritzer and chill out for a minute. I should be doing blah, 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 blah. I want you to stop yourself. And I want you to say, I'm doing great. I've done a lot this week. I've had a few small wins. So right now for the next 10 minutes, I'm sitting here chatting with you on the phone. I'm sitting here having some quiet time. I'm sitting here recharging. I'm sitting here giving myself the quality time I love to have, and embrace what you're doing while celebrating that 1% that you have done today. Okay? Because when we feel guilty and we put all this pressure of comparison, we forget to acknowledge all the things that we have. We forget to acknowledge how powerful we are. And we forget to really be in a state of gratitude, because we're in a state of comparison. And the only person we're really comparing is like, we are comparing, right? No one else is really doing that. And if there are people outside circumstances saying, well, you really should be doing this and you really should be doing that, this is where you want to be able to step into your power and know who you are to your core, and know that what you are choosing to do is in alignment with what you want to do, what you want to be, who you want to be. So I want to give you permission for the next 7 days. I want you in your phone, on a journal, and a notebook every day before you go to bed. I want you to write down 3 things that you are really proud of yourself that you did today. Did you drink more water? Did you have more patience with your family today than you normally did? Do, right? Did you decide to go for a walk for 10 minutes and get yourself fresh air? Did you decide to start a course you've been meaning to start? Did you wake up 10 minutes earlier and try 5 things to implement in your morning routine? Did you check your budget and stick to it this week? What are the things you have done? Because we need to remember, whatever it is we want in life, okay, getting there is the journey. Okay. If we live for destinations all the time, oh, I should have done this today, I should have done that, you are just not acknowledging the gifts you have, the power you have, and the gift that today is. So learn to find that balance. Learn to give yourself grace. We have one life. Every single day is a gift. Every single day we have a reason to celebrate something that we've done. We have a reason to be excited about something. We have a reason to feel we get to. And some days we, for valid reasons, are not going to be able to accomplish as much as we want to. Everyone has seasons like that. But even in those seasons, there's still things we did do. And we need to acknowledge that. Because the more we do that, the more you are going to have awareness on what you're thinking and what you're talking to yourself. You would never say to someone you truly love, well, that wasn't good enough today. You should have done X, Y, and Z. Most likely you would give them a pep talk and say, well, you did do X, Y, and Z today. So why can't we do that to ourselves? So I want to make sure, if you need permission, I am giving you permission. So for the next 7 days, I want you to write down in your phone, on a journal, and a notebook, what are 3 things you did do today, this week? Where did you grow 1% today? Where are you excited? What is something you've been meaning to do that you've done and you felt great about it? So send me a message, drop it in the comments below, and let's start celebrating what we need to celebrate and stop shoulding all over ourselves and letting this guilt overcome our gift of a day, our gift of another 24 hours, a gift to make new relationships, connect with someone, to laugh, to enjoy what it is we have around us. All right, you guys, I'll see you on our next Worthy Wednesday. Have a great rest of your day.